Hi Aries, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your October 2025 tarot reading. Thank you to those of you who have liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's a Celtic cross spread as always. And I also pulled the Four Agreements and Wisdom of the Oracle card for you guys. And we'll actually start the reading off by rolling those astrology dice we have in front of us to get an idea of where your focus should be as far as that goes. Alright, we have two. So second house energy for you guys is Taurus, and in general, second house points to possessions, self-worth, and finances. Astrologically speaking, it's a little quiet in that area of the zodiac right now, but you could still have some focus there. Alright, we have Virgo. So at the time of recording this, we're just wrapping up Virgo season. We're about to have that new moon solar eclipse in Virgo coming up, and what else is there? Currently, Venus is there. I think that might be it. But yeah, obviously, a sixth house for you guys is related to health, work, and daily routines. And speaking of Venus, so yeah, like I said, Venus is currently in Virgo. It will move into Libra right around the middle of October. So it'll be moving from your sixth house to your seventh house of partnerships, relationships, and contracts. So we'll keep all that in mind as we go through the main spread. In the main situation position, we have the Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter energy, and squaring that we have the Ace of Cups. So for some of you, I feel like this is saying that there's going to be a positive shift in your lives, and for some of you, it could be around romance or possibly around creativity as well. Either way, it could even be a combination of the two. I feel like the key is there might have been a blockage for you guys for a while. Now it looks like this is saying that will be clearing up for you guys to an extent this month. All right. In the foundation position, we have the Three of Swords. So this is Libra energy here. And for some of you, this could just be indicating potentially why there was that blockage, right? So maybe you went through a disappointment previously. Now, again, like I said, could be a romantic partnership for some of you, or also maybe a issue with creativity, maybe feeling a bit of a blockage there as well. But either way, I feel like this is saying that that's really what's at the foundation of the situation, was that you've gone through a disappointment in the past, which kept you blocked off from accepting new offers in the present. And for some of you, that might not have even been in your awareness. You know, subconsciously, you might have been blocking stuff off. In the past position, we have the Strength card. So this is the Major Arcana card for Leo. And yeah, so this tells me, at least for some of you, you might have just been, whatever this disappointment and setback was, I feel like you were just trying to power through it, right? You try not to get overly emotional and vulnerable around the situation. I feel like this is just saying, you just kept trying to push forward and not give it too much energy and attention. But again, like I said, I feel like behind the scenes, though, it was impacting you more than you were probably even aware of. Right. In the present position, we have the King of Wands. So this is Leo energy here. So yeah, so for some of you, I feel like this is saying you are getting back to regaining your confidence, right? Feeling more like yourselves, feeling like you are more open when it comes to romance, creativity. But yeah, I feel like it's been quite some time since you felt that way, for at least those of you whose storyline this is. All right. In the near future position, we have the Six of Pentacles, so Taurus energy here, which we also saw come up in the dice. So yeah, I feel like this is just saying, again, as you have that open energy, and again, like we said with the Wheel of Fortune, it just seems like the timing is right for you to be open again. It looks like you will to see other areas of your life also improve. So for example, you might start to receive some more luck when it comes to finances, or maybe some more opportunities around that as well. But yeah, it looks like things that might have been out of balance in the past are now starting to go back into balance. All right, in the position of your influence on the situation, we have the Six of Cups. So yeah, so for some of you, this could just be saying that maybe you're feeling a little bit nostalgic, right? Maybe wanting to reconnect with your past in some way. So again, of course, since the romantic dynamic is, at least appearing to an extent for some of you. It could just be related to that, or for others of you, just maybe reconnecting with something that brought you joy, right? Something that you loved to do at one point. Maybe for whatever reason you might have separated from that. Looks like you'll have a desire to reconnect with it this month. And given that this is Scorpio energy, even if you don't feel that early in the month, as we progress toward the end of October, I feel like you will. All right, in the environment position, we have the Nine of Cups. So yeah, so to me this says that the energies at play in this month are actually going to help you get to a state of contentment, feeling like things are going your way, right? Feeling like you have what you need, feeling like anything you don't have, you can get it, right? So I feel like this is just saying that you're going to be feeling a lot better about yourselves this month overall. All right, in the hopes or fears position, we have the High Priestess. So yeah, so for some of you, maybe this is more of a hope where you're just hoping that you can trust what you're intuitively receiving, because I feel like that's also part of what's going on here as well. You guys have some heavy energy in your 12th house currently with Saturn retrograde there, but I feel like this is just saying that ultimately, I feel like intuitively that's going to at least be part of what leads you out of this energy of feeling blocked. Is I think you're going to feel an intuitive nudge at the time, right, to release that blockage. And then I feel like this is just you hoping that you can trust that and that it's not going to, backfire in some way. But looks like it will work out. All right. And in the outcome position, we have the 10 of Cups. So yeah, so like we said, it just looks like there's this energy of growth, energy of positive momentum, positive movement, and going from the 9 of Cups in the environment position to see the 10 in the outcome position, obviously it looks like once this blockage is cleared up for you guys, you're going to see improvement almost immediately. But yeah, like I said, I feel like for some of you, this could be one of those things that you'll just feel the momentum building as we progress through October. All right, and at the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Wands. So this is actually Sagittarius energy here. So yeah, it could definitely just be pointing to you feeling that passion, that desire, just a desire to move, get out and about. And this does remind me of the fact that toward the very end of October, we're going to have Mercury move into Sagittarius. So again, another indicator that you're really going to see. Again, I feel like it's going to be a gradual improvement throughout the month, but I feel like as we really get toward the end, you're going to be feeling it quite a bit more. All right, and from the 4 agreements deck, we have always do your best, and it says don't overdo. All right, it says always do your best, but don't overdo. When you overdo, you deplete your body and go against yourself, and it will take you longer to accomplish your goal. I will say, it doesn't like you're necessarily in an energy of being overly ambitious right now, right? But I will say, again, it just seems like you are clearing and releasing a blockage that might have been holding you back to an extent. Yeah, I don't see anything that says you're going to overexert yourself. A lot of water energy, the energy of contentment we talked about. So for a lot of you, I don't think that'll be a risk. But yeah, normally that could be a risk for Aries energy. But this month, it looks like you're just going to be riding the wave. All right. And from the Wisdom Oracle, we have To Be Fair. There's the artwork and the number's 38. It very much looks like a Libran energy with the scales. So seems like the timing's right there, but we'll see what it says. All right, essential meanings says balance, justice, a need to consider options, mutual benefit, the law of cause and effect. The Oracle's message: life offers experiences that are challenging and experiences that are nourishing, yet over time they strike a balance. You move from being from stasis to doing from discovering, to loving to letting go to being again. Life is a pendulum swinging between all of these states. You will always oscillate back and forth between doing and being. If you are not content with where you are at this moment, remember that all experiences have their place. Accept them without judgment, and you will see how the universe adjusts in perfect balance. You reap what you sow. For every cause, there is an effect. Wondrous things will be revealed now. So that seems to somewhat support what we were saying with the Wheel of Fortune energy, with the Ace of Cups and the challenge, right? Where, like we said, it just seems like maybe the timing wasn't right in the past, but now you're moving into a more positive phase. The relationship message says, can you find a way to achieve fairness right now? This is a time for listening as well as speaking, for understanding as well as asking to be understood. There is much to be learned, and you will learn it if you remain open and objective, weighing options and considering all sides. Your heart wants to connect to others, so allow for a balanced exchange of ideas and actions. The best kind of relationship is one in which there is mutual benefit and each party feels heard, valued, and respected. Be fair to all. So definitely a positive message there. It makes me think of the Six of Pentacles energy we see in the near future, and then we see two very positive water energies and your energy and the environment as well. The prosperity message says, now is a time for even exchanges. Justice will prevail and you'll be treated accordingly. In all your affairs, you'll be able to negotiate fair settlements. Mutual gain is the gift to you and your partners and colleagues. This is also a good time to square your finances and take stock of how you're compensated for your work. This card signifies balance, justice, and negotiations, so remember that all things must be fairly recompensed. Keep this as your truth, and so it will be. So another positive message there that calls back to the Six of Pentacles energy in the near future. So looks like a pretty solid month for you guys overall. Hopefully that resonated for you guys. We'll wrap up there, and we'll see you all next month. All right, bye.